Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back to another combat military ration taste test. Today I'm back with more American rations and I'm going to be tasting this. This is a US MRE. It is menu 22 beef goulash and it was very kindly sent to me by Quan. Quan, thank you so much for sending this to me. I didn't even know this MRE existed. Apparently it is new for 2019 and it is beef goulash. So goulash traditionally comes from Central Europe, more specifically Hungary, and it is a soup or a stew made with beef, but it's usually made with lesser cuts of meats like the shank or tougher portions that require lots of stewing. It's traditionally made with paprika and peppers, and that's what gives it its red color. So while I was doing my research about goulash, I discovered there's actually an American version of goulash that doesn't use red peppers, but instead uses tomatoes. So it's a tomato-based kind of stew, but it uses lots of elbow macaroni as well. So it's more of like a casserole-like dish, and in a lot of ways, like a homemade version of hamburger helper. I had no idea that that was called goulash. But based on this description, this looks like it might be more like the Hungarian version. This is one ration for a soldier. It contains everything they need for one meal, but of course it does not have water. It does have a flameless ration heater, which allows you to warm up the rations without any flames, any fire, any matches. It just uses a chemical reaction that is catalyzed with water. From what I've heard from many soldiers, these are often eaten cold without any heating whatsoever. So let's go ahead and open this up. So here it says very clearly that this is a peelable seal. And in the past, I have struggled with this seal, but sometimes it is okay. It's very, very tight. These are watertight. Oh boy, I need to work on my grip. Oh man. I want to open it the way it's supposed to be opened because then, oh my gosh, it's so hard. Oh gosh. It's so tough on your thumb. Do you ever see those strongmen videos where they can rip phone books with their hands? Amazing. Or quarters? Insanity. Okay, so here we are. Finally got it open. It's very satisfying once you do that. Like all MREs, this comes in a very tough mill plastic bag, which we can reuse. And here are the contents. Wheat snack bread made by Sterling Foods. This is interesting. I've never seen this before. This is like an empty box or containers. Okay, it says here, MRE is designed to meet unique nutritional needs of warfighters. So it tells you actually what has been added to fortify the food. It's like a sleeve that you can open up. Okay, what's this for? Maybe I'll figure that out. But it has the nutritional information about the beef goulash. 240 calories for the entire pouch, 8 grams of fat, 17 grams of protein, and 25 grams of carbs. Here's our flameless ration heater. This is what we'll use to heat up the ration. Wow, look at that. That's a zippy applesauce. So it's enhanced with maltodextrin for increased performance. What? I thought maltodextrin was a sugar or a thickener. Okay, applesauce, enhanced, milk chocolate cocoa beverage powder. Great. Handy dandy spoon. Strawberry jam pack. Wow, look at these. Patriotic sugar cookies. Oh my goodness, I hope the sprinkles are red, white, and blue. That would be cool. All right, that's my prediction on that. Otherwise, why would they be patriotic? Do they have icing on them? I don't know, I'm going for sprinkles. That's what my guess is. All right, so here is the goulash. Yes, it says right there, beef goulash. This is chunky peanut butter. And here's our little accessories pack. Beverage base powder, raspberry type 3, 2 pieces of gum, toilet paper, salt, and a moist towelette. So I was hoping for a little hot pepper packet or something, or sauce, but I'll go through my pantry and see if I can find my little mini bottles of Tabasco, because I think that's gonna go really well with beef goulash. Oh, look, I see. Okay, now I know what this is. So this is a sleeve that actually goes around our flameless ration heater with our ration inside. So this acts as a little bit of an insulator, and it also keeps the flap folded over, which is nice. Okay, that makes sense. These main entrees used to come in a cardboard box, and then after you put the ration into the heater, you would kind of shove the whole thing into a cardboard box. But this makes a little bit more sense. It has a little bit more room for expansion, and yeah, a little bit more streamlined. Okay, mystery solved. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Open this up. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. Oh my gosh, tear here, I'm trying. Okay. Okay. Tear here. Oh no. See? Okay. FRH, not impressed. Not impressed. Okay, now will it open? Place it above the heater. Don't drop it to here. We have to hold it. We're going to put the water just to that line. Whoop. And slide the ration all the way down. Fold it over. And now we're going to put the sleeve around it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like that. Oh, it's starting to fizz. Oh, and now it's starting to get hot. Now I'm going to elevate this. This is my rock or something. I'm going to elevate this on my little spice thing so that the water does not leak out. Oh yeah, things are happening there. You hear that? Yes, that is a good flameless ration heater. It is not faulty. All right, let's set that aside. It's exuding all kinds of lovely smells. Let's mix up our beverage base powder. It says it's sugar. Add to 20 ounces of water and agitate. That's a lot of water. If I pour this into my canteen, you won't be able to see what it looks like. So I'm just gonna mix a bit of it into a glass so you can see the color. It smells like raspberry push-ups. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. Whoa, look at that color. But it looks like cherry Kool-Aid. Whoa. My association with raspberry is more of like a magenta red rather than this kind of red. I actually reuse these spoons. They're really tough and strong. So there's that, ready for my beef goulash. It smells just like Kool-Aid. Alrighty, there's that. Oh, I forgot to wash my hands. My moist towelette, latex free. I hope it's lemon scented. It is. That's my favorite kind. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it smells like, oh, it's not very strong though. There's ones that are stronger, lemon scented. This smells just a little bit lemon scented. I'll take it, but there are ones that are really zingy. They smell like lemon fresh joy soap, but this is fine. It doesn't smell very alcoholed, just a little bit of lemon scent. Okay, so now I'm clean and fresh. Let's continue. I did find my little bottle of Tabasco sauce, so we're gonna try that on the goulash. Let's make our other beverage, and this is the milk chocolate cocoa beverage powder. It says to add 6 ounces of hot or cold water into this bag or just right up to this fill line. So let's do that. I like that everything is contained in the plastic bag. And, oh, bummer. Designers 2019, why isn't this bag gusseted? Pretty sure I've had a version of this where the bag is gusseted, so it actually stands up. You can open it and it stands up, which would make a lot of sense for a beverage that you're drinking out of a bag, right? Come on, engineers. All right, so I'm gonna pinch right at that line, and that should help me approximate how much water to add. Yeah, right to there. Make sure this is really well sealed because I've made the mistake of not having that sealed and it's not pretty. Now shake it up. Probably roll it down for a little extra insurance. Now we've got a little bladder of milk chocolate cocoa beverage powder, strawberry jam, and peanut butter. So I believe this is going to be the makings of a PBJ. I'm going to knead the peanut butter really well. Peanut butter and jelly, that's what I like in my belly. You know, I never grew up eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly, so I don't have a deep, huge love for it. I actually prefer peanut butter and honey. I know, I can hear you guys crying. It's all good, but I do love strawberry jam. Of all the jams and jellies, strawberry is my favorite. So that's a good choice. Do 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 do. All those songs that you learn in grade school, yeah. Oh boy. I see the bread is the same as before. Look at that. Do not eat. Do not eat. Okay. Look, I love how they attempt to make it look like a slice of bread. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it smells a little bit like biscuits. Definitely yeasty, bread-like. My past experience with this bread has not been that great. It's really dense. It has a strange crumb, but again, this is supposed to last a long time. The best way to consume this is to butterfly it because it is so dense. Like that. Little squiggle of peanut butter. Yes, come on, terrible package. Tear for mama. Tear at corner. Listen, I'm trying. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, this is smelling like good old-fashioned Smuckers. Reminds me of my grandfather who loved to have toast for breakfast. Although he liked marmalade, which I've never really come to love. We got our peanut butter and our jelly. I guess we should spread it because we want a nice, even distribution, right? And then we wipe our knife on our pans. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, just kidding. Gotta wipe off my knife. Ah, that's better. Peanut butter, meats, jelly. Boom, mush. Wow, peanut butter and jelly. Itadakimasu. The taste is pretty good, spot on. You've got strawberry jam, chunky peanut butter, right on. The bread is a little bit strange. It's very dense. When I think of peanut butter and jelly, you have peanut butter jelly on white bread, and it creates this kind of like sticky mass in your mouth that gets into like all the crevices in your teeth. This doesn't happen with this. This is much drier. It's much denser. You need a little bit more saliva to kind of get things going. But the flavor's right. The flavor is spot on. I've had this with the cheese bread, the spicy jalapeno cheese bread. This, I think, is the best version I've had so far because you've got that nostalgic peanut butter and jelly combination here. Let's go ahead and check on our entree. Okay, this is feeling nice and toasty. Typically, you would open the ration on the top like this. So in the field, I would imagine you would just eat it right out of the packet like this, nice, warm, and toasty. But since we're not in the field and you want to see what I'm eating, I'm gonna just pour it out onto this plate. Also, I think you can get a better idea of how big the portions are. Based on the description, this sounded like it was more like the European style goulash because it contains paprika. But in terms of how it's mixed together with the starch itself, it's a little bit more like the American style. So maybe it's a little bit of a hybrid. It smells really good. It smells tomatoey. It does have that kind of processed food tomato smell to it, which isn't unpleasant, kind of familiar. It smells a little bit like jarred tomato sauce. And I see some carrots. I think this is rice. There's little bits in here. And the description said this is spinach. Here's a piece of beef. I like that. The beef is incredibly tender. It tastes familiar in the sense that it's like beef stew, but that little bit of smoked paprika really stands out. I feel like it's a more kind of creative, flavorful version of like the Dinty Moore pre-made canned beef stew. It's pretty salty. I wish I would have saved my bread, or if this came with crackers. It definitely needs some sort of additional starch to go with it. The vegetables are well cooked and tender, although I can't distinguish the carrots from the spinach. They all kind of taste the same, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either. I think I'll probably like it even more with a little bit of Tabasco. So let's go ahead and add some. They should bring these back. These are so stinking cute and reusable. I know they have to try to save on cost, but oh, baby Tabascos. Oh yeah. Oh. Man. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and taste our raspberry beverage. Here we go. Wow. It kind of reminds me a lot of Crystal Light. It has that artificial sweetener flavor to it and artificial raspberry flavor, but somehow it's very satisfying too. It takes me back to the days of being in preschool or after school daycare where they would make gallons of this stuff, you know, Crystal Light, and you get in little Dixie cups. Yeah, you know, it's a throwback. Alrighty, let's go ahead and taste the milk chocolate cocoa beverage powder, which is essentially hot chocolate. Oh, it actually thickened up a little bit. So it looks a little bit like a Yoo-hoo drink or something. It smells just like hot chocolate. Alrighty, here we go. And it tastes like hot chocolate, a little bit watery. It actually tastes like reconstituted, dry, non-fat milk powder. Yeah, with cocoa, exactly. And it's sweet. Instant. I just want it to be hot now. I should have made it with hot water. Ugh. Z applesauce. Let's just squirt some out just to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, looks like applesauce, although it looks a little bit runnier. Ooh, it's very sweet. Super sweet. But yeah, that's applesauce. Tastes like pureed cooked apples. Just a little sweeter than I like. I like my applesauce with a little bit of a tang. This doesn't have too much tanginess. A little apple flavor, lots of sugar. Probably good for a little energy boost. Patriotic sugar cookies. Oh, they're a little bit crumbled. Rats! Oh man. Oh, it's gonna be like a puzzle. So I predicted red, white, and blue sprinkles, but these are actually in patriotic shapes rather than having patriotic decorative sprinkles. So based on my dig findings, I've discovered at least 5 different cookie styles. This is the bell. I thought this might be a bell, but it might be something else. It might be the top of the Capitol building or something. Can't quite tell. Missing information here. This is a coin, and this is the American flag, and here we have a star. They're kind of like a hybrid between a biscuit and a Nilla wafer. You've got that vanilla flavor in there. Not quite as firm as a biscuit, but not as crumbly as a vanilla wafer. We're gonna wrap things up with our 2 pieces of gum. Look like little chiclets. I'm predicting peppermint. Here we go. The gum is a little bit cold, so it takes a little bit of time to kind of work it and soften it up. It has a candy coating on the outside. So I'm presuming that this gum contains xylitol, and it's a little bit of an anti-cavity chewing gum. So a way to promote dental hygiene. So there you have it. That was meal 22, beef goulash. A very solid MRE, I would say. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please check out the military ration playlist, which includes domestic and international ration taste tests. I hope you guys enjoy that one. I hope you guys learned something. Big thanks again to Quan for sending this to me and making this episode possible. And let me know down in the comments below if you've ever had an MRE. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Papa, let's finish with the puzzle making. Here we go.